figured and fabulous Mother Diva. I'm here at the 212 Club, baby. I am shutting it down tonight. They cannot take me in here. We're at George Daniels' Christmas party. I'm standing here with AJ from the Bet Channel, also known as BET. You having a good time tonight, honey?
I'm having a good time.
You're looking quite fabulous. Who designed your suit?
This is Joseph Abu.
This event that we're here today, the Black Women's Expo, it is a positive event.
Yeah.
What is it going to take for us to put more positive images on television and balance everything out?
Well, just what you're doing right now. I mean, you know, taking a serious look at the complex diversity of black culture. We are more than the trauma, the pathology, the vices.
Absolutely.
And we got those as anybody else. But let's talk about the way in which we have overcome. And Susan Taylor, who just gave one of the most brilliant speeches I've ever heard, talked about that we are a people who are so great, so extraordinary, and
Absolutely.
those stories have to be told.
What is so interesting about what you're doing with your plight with this project is that you're having to go through the same thing as a producer, almost like what the actresses are going through. So what has been your challenges in this process?
Getting people to get behind it, to want to put it out, but until that happens, we are putting it out ourselves. We have a website, angelscan'thelpbutlaugh.com, so you can go there, you can see clips of it, you can purchase the DVD.
I am at the Visions Blue Film Symposium. We just let out of the Writers Workshop. I am standing here with one of the hottest, finest writers in the TV industry today. Now, I'm going to let him say his name because he got a long name. What's your name, baby?
Chauncey B. Ragland, Washington.
Now, see, he writes for the hit TV show on UPN, Half and Half. So, kind of just walk us through the process on how you started, because I know there's a difference between being an independent writer and then being a staff writer on a sitcom.
Basically, what happened is that I ended up writing some feature film screenplays that agents ended up noticing, and you know, the money is, as far as television, is a lot more steady than feature film. So once I got in with the feature film, people are always trying to move like feature film writers to television because they want like more cinematic, you know, scopes of how they want their shows to look.
Well, you know, I just want to tell you that Mother Diva is all about education. Education, especially in the music and film and television. In terms of Destiny's Child, you all have written a lot of your own songs. And what I wanted to ask you is, in terms of the performing rights and the publishing and the writing, we always try to advocate that. And I just kind of want you to elaborate on that for those out there who want to be songwriters and publishers.
Okay. Well, I feel that it's very important that you start out writing your own songs, and if you feel like, you know, you're not a good writer, get with somebody that can write songs with you, somebody that can help cultivate or nurture that gift in you, because I believe everybody has something to write about.
All right. Well, she gave us a few minutes of her time. She's here to have a good time, and thank you so much for taking the time to even give us that much. I'm so happy to be standing here with her, and we will be right back after these messages. My girl, Mara Brock Akil, I went to college with her wonderful husband. They both of them are so talented. She's the executive producer of UPN's hit series, Girlfriends. It is such a pleasure to meet you. Girl, you got to tell your husband, honey, we all got to get together, talk about college days. We used to clown at Columbia, doing our thing.
Tell them I met you. Well, thank you very
Yes.
much for that wonderful introduction.
Now, the question that I have for you, because you are an executive producer, and I've been having these conversations with various individuals about an executive producer's role. What I was taught in school, and as I've traveled in the journey as a producer myself, an executive producer can play two roles. One, an executive producer can finance a project. Two, as executive producer can shop a project. My question to you is in terms of the sponsorships, because in order for a show to run like Girlfriends, you have to have sponsors.
When you say sponsorships, television is not an independent medium, so I typically don't use, sponsor is not in my vocabulary. So
Okay.
We are funded by the studio primarily and the network, and obviously the advertisers
Right.
fund the network who funds then for the show. But I don't have a big responsibility with the advertisers. That is something for the network to do. My responsibility is to create and maintain a quality product.
And we're back, and you are listening to WGCR Web and Satellite Radio, and you're also tuned into The Word, honey. It is just getting better and better. We're at the 4th Annual Visions Blue Film Symposium, and I am standing here with a wonderful, wonderful young lady whose purse is vibrating. Somebody calling her on her cell phone while she trying to do an interview with the Diva. This is Ifuru Flowers, who is in acquisitions at Paramount Pictures. Now, girlfriend, what does all that mean? You in acquisitions. What's the acquisition?
Feature acquisitions, meaning we acquire movies. That's what acquisitions means. And it's, from movies that are already complete to movies that are in different stages, from a screenplay to, having a director or producers attached, financing attached, something that's about to shoot. So we look at a variety of ways in which we can acquire movie product.
Okay, and let's say an independent filmmaker who has a completed movie that's packaged and ready to go. They can send you that movie, or they can send you a screenplay. Do you actually assist with getting financing to produce it, to go theatrical, or go straight to DVD? Or is that kind of along the lines of what you do?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we definitely would prefer to see the screenplay first. I mean, if you've already shot a movie, it's important for us to get to know the story, and so we'd be interested in reading the screenplay. But obviously, yes, we'd be interested in seeing the film as well. A lot of times where we see films are in film festivals like Sundance and Toronto Film Festival.
This is the Full Figured and Fabulous Mother Diva, honey. I'm at the Visions Blue Film Symposium. I'm standing here with 2 of the top casting directors in the universe. My girl right here, Shamin, Los Angeles casting director. She worked on the movie Fat Albert. Y'all needed a fat girl in that movie. Girl, you should have hooked the Diva up. And Teresa here with Claire Simon Casting. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Here in Chicago. Now, I just want to let you ladies know what I try to tell people about their resumes, because I get a lot of pictures and resumes because I'm an independent producer here in Chicago. I say put the last thing you did first, categorize it, starting with film, put your little underlines there. I try to work with these people. And what I also try to stress to people, and I just kind of want you to elaborate, is that when you go into an audition, don't just go there with hopes of getting a part. Treat that audition just like it's another performance. I want you to elaborate on that.
You just said it.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're going to stand here and we'll just say, yes, that's right. Do what she says.
Do what I say. So in terms of casting, you look for certain characters, certain roles. What is the process in terms of when an actor or actress comes in? What determines the decision?
The producers or the director, whoever's driving the show. In film, it's usually the director. And in television, it's usually the producers.
Not on Project Greenlight, because that casting director, honey, she...
It's different. We don't get to do that normally, but normally that's what it is. And when we're doing location casting, or search, it's a lot of times the location casting director sends their material to the main casting director in New York or LA, and that person decides who's going to go forward and be presented. So it really just depends on the circumstances.